Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Power Plays YouTube channel. Today is Monday, November 25th, and I'm back breaking down the Monday Night Football game. We have the Ravens going up against the Chargers tonight. My best game pick, couple player props as well. Before that, let's take a look at the Sunday picks. Probably the worst Sunday I've had on the season. I don't think I've ever gone reverse swept. It was very close yesterday. Had a 2-5 day. We had 2-6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 2-6 day. Rams +3. Saquon Barkley. Commanders -10.5. My life sucks. This is why I don't break down the Cowboys, because that was probably the wildest fourth quarter we've ever seen in a football game. At least I have for a long time. Commanders -10.5. Whenever I want Dallas to lose, they win. When I want them to win, they lose. That's just how the season's been going. Cardinals over 47.5. Never had a chance. Kyler Murray sucks. Geno Smith didn't play well. Both those defenses played well the entire game. Could have been a nightmare last night if the Broncos don't sack Desmond Ritter on the half-yard line with 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They did cover. Packers, easiest play of the day, -5.5. Destroy the 49ers. Tyreek Hill, 4 catches at half. Ended the game with 5 catches, so we did not hit the 5.5. Only targeted one time in the third and fourth quarter. We had Jonathan Taylor over 69.5 rushing yards. I will never bet him again going up against the Lions. And then Kyler Murray, who had multiple times that he got outside the pocket, had room to run, and he just refused to run. So probably why they weren't very efficient with the offense today. So horrible day. Leaderboard is not updated. I will update that record on Wednesday night for you guys. So you can see that on Thursday. Let's go look at the game for Monday. Chargers going up against the Ravens. The Ravens coming off back-to-back games, not looking like the Ravens. They lost against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They lost that game by 2 points. Didn't look good. They should have lost against the Bengals. They had to make another 10-point-plus comeback in the fourth quarter to win that one. The Ravens just aren't playing that great of football right now, but the defense has been letting them down. I still think the offense has been really good this season. Whenever they go against really good defensive teams, the offense just doesn't seem like it's there. It's just missing a step. I think this week they get back on track. I'm going to take them on the money line on the road going up against the Chargers. This is a really big game as well for the Chargers. If they win this game, they're most likely guaranteed a playoff spot. If they lose, they're going to have to fight and claw the entire season, because if they win this game, I think that makes 7 wins on the season, possibly. Now, they'll be 7-4 if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. I think if they win this game, they're almost guaranteed a playoff spot. If they lose this game, they're going to have to fight and claw, because the AFC is kind of open right now. I do think the Chargers will be able to move the ball up and down the field, because the Ravens defense, like I said, they've been brutally bad this season, especially in that secondary. So I do think Justin Herbert's going to have a good day. I'm going to take him as a player prop later, but I just think Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, they're going to be too much in this game. They're going to respond in a good way. Derrick Henry last week, only 13 touches. You got to be kidding me. Lamar Jackson, he's going to run the ball a little bit more in this game as well. The Ravens are the most dangerous team in football on the offensive side, minus the Lions. If they move the ball in this game, it's going to be on the ground. I think Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry most likely have 30-plus, maybe 40-plus rushing attempts in this game combined. Lamar Jackson needs to start playing like an MVP, and I do think the Ravens will be more physical. Like I said, Derrick Henry only 13 touches last week going up against the Steelers. That's unacceptable. The Chargers defensively, especially in the trenches, are going to have to put their hard hats on, because I think the Ravens are just going to hand it off to Derrick Henry every single play. The Chargers are a very frisky team. It's amazing what a head coach can do for your organization, or your franchise, I guess you should say, for the NFL. But I think the Ravens flex their muscles running the ball in this one. I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens money line to win this game. Let's go to the player props. We are going to be taking King Henry as the first player prop. Anytime touchdown in the first half going up against the Chargers. I had this a couple weeks ago with Joe Mixon going up against the Cowboys. He scored in the very first drive for the Texans. I think we're going to see the exact same thing in this game for Derrick Henry going up against the Chargers. Anytime touchdown right now for the entire game. That's close to -200. Anytime touchdown first half, it's going to be plus money. So I do like the odds. This is most likely going to happen on the first drive. The Ravens are probably already kicking themselves going away from the run a little bit in the last game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They gave him 13 touches. Third time I've said it. You paid this guy. You went and got this guy from the Tennessee Titans for this exact reason. Later in the season, nobody wants to hit Derrick Henry. Nobody wants to get hit by Derrick Henry. And he's going to have 20-plus touches in this game. I do think We're going to see a lot of read options with Lamar Jackson. I think Jackson's going to be a little bit more mobile in this game as well with his feet. And like I said in the breakdown, this is going to be the linebackers looking in the backfield, not knowing where to go. They're not going to be able to tackle both Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Whenever these two guys do that read option, it's almost impossible to stop the Ravens because Lamar Jackson kills you, Derrick Henry kills you. I think they establish a run. I think Derrick Henry is the key focus point for this offense tonight. I'm going to take Derrick Henry anytime touchdown first half as the first play. And for the second play, we are going to be taking Justin Herbert over 255.5 passing yards against the Ravens. Justin Herbert, he's been so good this season. He's got a great coach behind him. He's backing him up. It must feel great to have Harbaugh as your coach. It's like every single time Justin Herbert either like goes out of the pocket, scrambles a little bit, or makes just like a 10-yard out, Harbaugh's like, he's the best quarterback I've ever seen. He's a monster out there. That must feel so good. And Herbert has been a leader this season. He's really stepped up. I think it's really just the coaching. I think Harbaugh just got Justin Herbert feeling some type of way. He is a really good player. It didn't show very much last season because the Chargers were a dumpster fire, but this season the Chargers are a good team. He was able to rip apart the Bengals last week in that secondary. He went for 300 passing yards in that game. The Bengals did make a few adjustments in the second half, but Justin Herbert did most of his damage in the first half. He had 300 passing yards. He was able to use his feet for the first time in a while. He feels like he's healthy right now all season long. I know he was dealing with that bad ankle. It's tough to get around on that ankle, especially as a quarterback. You can't really throw off your back foot. And I know he's feeling a lot better because, again, he's scrambled a lot against the Bengals. The Ravens are the worst secondary in the NFL this season. It's not really close. They're the worst secondary by a pretty wide margin. I think the Ravens will be able to win this game, controlling the clock with the ground. I do think the Ravens will be able to win this game, but the Chargers will be able to throw the ball up and down the field. We've seen that against the Ravens all season long. Give me Justin Herbert over 255.5 passing yards as the final play. Let's go to the recap graphic. We're going to be taking the Ravens on the money line. I think they're minus 2.5 right now. I'm just going to take the money line as the play. Derrick Henry, anytime touchdown first half, that's going to be plus money. And then Justin Herbert, over 255.5 passing yards going up against that secondary of the Baltimore Ravens. Guys, that's going to do it for the NFL Plays and Props for Monday, November 25th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.